Assalamu alaikum student. Today we are going to discuss principle of moments in your unit, that is the turning effect of force. Now in principle of moment we are going to state the principle of moment, and then we are to understand the principle of moment and solve the word problems related to it. So what is principle of movement? Before principle of movement, I would like to talk about equilibrium. Now what is equilibrium? Equilibrium is the algebraic sum of all the moments of the forces acting on the body about the axis of rotation is zero, then the body is said to be in equilibrium. Means the body is balanced. So if your body is just like this seesaw, you can see this seesaw is balanced by these two persons. So it is in perfectly horizontal position. So we say that this is in equilibrium. So in equilibrium, the principle of moment says the sum of clockwise movement is equal to sum of anti-clockwise movement. So we can recall the moment, that is moment is equal to force into momentum. So the person's weight in this case is the force acting downwards, that is trying to, this person is trying to produce an clockwise movement because of its weight, and this person B is trying to produce an anti-clockwise movement because of its weight. Now the momentum is the distance from the axis of rotation. This is the point, this is axis of rotation on which this seesaw is rotating, or this can be the pivot. So the this is the momentum is the distance from the force till the axis of rotation, and the distance should be the perpendicular distance. So this is moment, this is producing a clockwise moment, and this is producing the anti-clockwise moment. And we will see that if the both if the clockwise moment is equal to anti-clockwise moment, it means that the body is in equilibrium. So when the system equilibrium means that the whole system is stable or balanced, and the all the forces acting on, or all the torques acting on the body is equal to zero. Now both people exert a downward force because of their weights. Person B is trying to turn seesaw in anti-clockwise, while the person A is trying uh, to turn the seesaw in clockwise direction. Now you can see that this is trying to move in, person A is trying to move in clockwise direction, and person B is trying to move in anti-clockwise direction. Now we are going to find the moment of the person A. Person A moment will be force into the momentum, 1000 into 1, that is 1000 Newton meter, and the person B is force into the momentum. So its momentum is 2 and force is 500. 500 into 2 is 1000. So you can see that the both the moments are equal. So we can say that the person A moment is equal to the person B's moment, or we can say clockwise moment is equal to anti-clockwise moment. Therefore, the seesaw is in equilibrium. Now I'm going to show you this video so that your concept about the principle of movement is clear. Now you can see that this is the uh, wooden plank or meter rule is balanced on this pivot. This is the axis of rotation of that pivot. You can see that this is the axis of rotation of that pivot, and the meter rule, if I will we will, if the meter rule is disturbed on this position and this condition, it will again move back to its balanced position. Okay, now you can see that if the rule is disturbed on either side, it will come back to its original position. So the rule is balanced, that its clockwise moment is equal to anti-clockwise moment. Now I am going to put a weight on one side. If the force on the one side is increased, so there you can see that the moment on this side will also increase. If this force is removed, it will come back to its original balanced position. Now in this set, this is tipped down to this side. If I want to balance it, I have to apply a force on the other side. This is producing a clockwise rotation. So in an I have to apply a force on this side in an anti-clockwise position, so to counter this moment, and the rod will be back on its equilibrium position. Now whether this fire extinguisher, this is a fire extinguisher of 5 kilogram mass, you can, if I can move it on either side, but the torque on this side is always greater than on this side, so this side will dip down. So apply the force on this side, you can see that it will be lifted and come back to its position. So this is the balance condition. It means I have to apply force on this side. In order to apply force and balance it, I'm going to put weight on the other side too. I'm going to put a weight on the other side so that and at the same distance, you can see that this is 5 kilogram and this is 5 kilogram mass. It means both are 50 newtons weight, and you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 mark. On 8 mark this is placed, and on 8 mark this is placed. So both moments arm are equal, both forces are equal. So 5 into, if I say take 8, so 5 into 10 is 50. 50 into 8 is equal to 400 Newton meter on this side and 400 Newton meter on this side. If you reduces its moment arm, the torque also reduces, you see, and this side will, the torque is greater, so this side it is trying to produce the uh, anti-clockwise movement is more than the clockwise movement. Now we are going actually to calculate that by using a meter rule. So how we are going to calculate that? Force into momentum, all the distance are made from the axis of rotation. So this is 1.5 into 5 into 10. So that is 10 into 1.5 is you can see that if the moment arm is reduced, this is again tip back, and when it is on 1.5, you can say 1.5 into 50 is equal to 75, and over here again it was 1.5 into 50 is 75. So both are balanced. Clockwise torque is equal to anti-clockwise torque, and both are balanced, so the rule is again in the perfectly horizontal position, and we say it is in the rod is in equilibrium, and the clockwise torque is equal to anti-clockwise torque. Now if I am going to change to put more weight on that, now you can see two weights are put on this right hand side, and another large weight is is put on the your other side, that is your left hand side. Now you can see this is 1.25 and this is 10 kilogram means 100 Newton. 10 into 10, 100 into 1.25 is 125. But over here, the total moment, clockwise moment will be equal to 50 into 1.5, that is 75, and 50 into 2, that is 100. So on this side, the total clockwise moment is 175 and total anti-clockwise moment is equal to 125. So this, the moment on this side is more than this, so this will dip down. Now in order to balance the rod, we have to move this weight, we have to move this weight further away from the axis of rotation so that there increase in the moment up. Now you can see this is 100 Newton multiplied by 1.75. 1.75 anti-clockwise movement, and over here we have calculated earlier, that is 175 on this. Now you can see that meter rule is perfectly balanced. So we can say the clockwise movement is equal to anti-clockwise movement in equilibrium state. Now then, so this is our principle of movement, and we are going to apply that principle of movement in solving different questions. No, now your first example is a 100 centimeter meter rule is pivoted at the middle point at 50 centimeter. Now 1 meter rule is equal to 100 centimeter, and the pivot will be in the middle, that is the half of 100 at the 50 centimeter mark. So this meter rule is pivoted at 50 centimeter mark. If the weight of 10 Newton is applied on the mark 30 centimeter, suppose this is the 0 centimeter and this is the 30 centimeter mark. So this 10 Newton is applied, is hanged on 30 centimeter mark, and the 20 Newton weight is hang on the 60 centimeter mark. Now we have to uh, confirm that, we have to identify that the rule is balanced or not. So before applying the weight, the rule was balanced. Now after uh, hanging the weight, is the rule balanced or not? So in order to find the rule is balanced or not, we are going to find the clockwise movement and the anti-clockwise movement. If both are equal, it means the rule is balanced. Now the total clockwise anti-clockwise movement is the force is 10 newtons, and the moment arm is the distance from axis of the rotation till the line of action of force. So this is the line of action of force, and this is the axis of rotation. So 50 and minus 30, it means this much distance between the force and the axis of rotation is 20 centimeter. And just to convert them into meter means you are going to divide by 100 to convert into meters. Now this is your length of the lever arm. Lever arm is same as the moment arm. So these two terminologies can be used interchangeably, and different books use different lever arm or moment arm. So the length of the moment arm is the distance from its midpoint. Uh, so that and and the force applied at that place is 10 Newton. So moment arm is into force applied. Torque will be moment arm into force applied. So force applied is 10 into zero point 0.2, that is 2 Newton meter. So the total anti-clockwise movement is equal to 2 Newton meter. Now we are going to find again what is our uh, length of the moment arm on the clockwise side. Now this is your clockwise movement. So the length of the moment arm will be 60 minus 50. The distance from pivot to the line of action of force, 50 to 60, it means 10 centimeter. So the moment arm for the clockwise torque is equal to 10 centimeter, or converting into meter will be 0.1, as 10 is divided by 100, so that will be 0.1 meters. So again the formula for moment is equal to moment arm into force applied. Force applied is 20 and the moment arm is 0.1, again it is 2 Newton meter. Since the total anti-clockwise movement is equal to total clockwise movement, that is equal to 2 Newton meter, so we can say that after the hanging of the weight, the meter rule will remain balanced on its pivot. Now another numerical related to movement. A boy and a cat sits on a seesaw. You can see that a cat has a mass of 4 kilogram and the boy has a mass of, and they're sitting at a distance of 2 meters from the pivot, and the boy has a mass of 50 kilogram and he's sitting at a distance of and he is we need to find the distance at which the boy must sit in order to balance the rule. So to find this, we know that the total clock anti-clockwise movement is equal to total clockwise movement. Now anti-clockwise movement is the cat weight, that is the force, and the axis of rotation. So axis of rotation is given as 2 meter. The distance from axis of rotation till the line of action of force, that is moment arm, is given as 2 meter. Force is equal to 4 kilogram, means 4 into 10, that is 40 Newton. So 40 into 2 will be 80, and total clockwise movement will be of this man, it is 50 kilogram. 50 multiplied by 10, that is 500 newtons. And we need to find this much distance where should this person sits in order to balance this rule. So that will be 500 d. If you are taking on this side, that will be 80 upon 500, that is equal to 0.16 meters. So this person must sit at a distance of 0.16 meters from the axis of rotation just to balance this meter rule. So this is the another numerical. So this is that's all for today, and then we are going to meet in another lecture of turning effect, inshallah. It's Allah Hafiz.